and this is where the XG Mobile GPU takes. So the light on my left side just died, so this will be our setup moving forward. On its own, it's already a decently powered laptop that can do general gaming and video editing. You can bring it around, work outside using it, and when you get home, attach its external GPU to give it an added boost and be able to work on more demanding tasks. This variant carries an NVIDIA RTX 3080 graphics card inside. And that's a lot of power. Hey guys, Kevin here. You're with the Modern Creatures and welcome to another video. For this review, we'll be taking a closer look at the ASUS ROG Flow X13 as well as the XG Mobile GPU. With a price tag of almost 190,000 pesos for this specific bundle, let's see what exactly you're getting from this setup. Also, if you enjoy these videos we produce, please subscribe. So this is the ROG Flow X13. It's essentially a convertible with its 360-degree hinge that transforms and gives it different orientations for different usage. Being under the ROG brand, this is a gaming laptop, but it kind of doesn't look like one. The overall design is very toned down and doesn't have that aggressive look in terms of its form factor and even in color. The body is covered in a matte black finish and a series of diagonal lines act as texture for most parts of its body. There are no glowing RGB lights here, folks. So I'm just curious, when it comes to gaming laptops, do you prefer a design that's more flashy or would you prefer a more subdued design like this one? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on, the body is mostly made of magnesium and aluminum, but it also used hard plastic in areas like the deck. Still, you get a premium look with its rigid texture for its surfaces while still being light at just 1 kilogram. The keys are comfortably spaced out and typing long pieces like scripts and reviews is an enjoyable experience. Again, unlike your usual gaming laptop, the keys just feature dimmable white backlight. And just below it, we see the trackpad. Unlike the ZenBook 14, this one doesn't act as a secondary display. It's a normal trackpad, though the surface area is a bit small and we feel we'd benefit more if it were larger. Still, it works really well, especially for quick edits outdoors or simply replying to emails. For connectivity, the right side has a single USB Type-A and USB Type-C with support for power delivery and DisplayPort. This side also houses the power button, which, if you're not used to, could lead to accidentally pressing it when attaching cables on the opposite side. Cause yeah, it happened to me a couple of times. The left side carries a microphone and headphone combo jack, HDMI, and another USB 3.2 Type-C right beside the interface for the external GPU. Now, while we're on the subject of design, let's quickly jump over to the ROG XG Mobile GPU. It's basically this small shell that's just a bit larger than my hand. It's also thicker than the laptop, and it comes with this built-in proprietary cable that connects to the laptop. On the other end are an array of available ports. You have 4 USB ports, an HDMI port, DisplayPort, Ethernet, and even an SD card reader on the top side. It also has this kickstand, so you can have the ROG branding facing you and most likely to improve heat dissipation as well. Oh, and this vent lights up when it's powered, so that's the most gaming design you're gonna get. Together with its convertible form factor, its touch display is great as it adds a different experience of using the device, whether in tablet mode, tent, and stand mode. It also supports the ASUS Active Pen for taking down notes or digital drawing if you're into that. There are 2 available display choices for the Flow X13, a Full HD resolution with 120Hz refresh rate or a 4K display with 60Hz refresh rate, which is what we have right here. Now, 4K or ultra high def resolution is really great, don't get me wrong. Actually, when playing games and you look at details closely, you'll really notice sharp lines and detailed edges. But right there is exactly where we have a slight concern. You'll really need to look closely in order to appreciate details since it has a rather small display of 13.4 inches. We'd actually prefer going for the Full HD variant and enjoy having refresh rates of 120Hz as the hardware can easily pump out graphics power to support it. And to complete the multimedia setup, it comes with dual Dolby Atmos certified speakers underneath for a down-firing approach. Details are commendable and bass is actually decent. Of course, you can plug in your headphones, but for its speakers alone, I feel like I'd be able to enjoy listening to music more if they could go louder. The Flow X13 is available in different processor variants from AMD. Powering our unit is the Ryzen 9 5900HS, while the more powerful Ryzen 9 5980HS, dubbed as Supernova Edition, is also available. They carry 32GB of RAM with 1TB of SSD storage and a built-in NVIDIA GTX 1650 GPU. With real-life testing, it definitely could handle light gaming and editing of full HD videos. But sometimes I also shoot 4K clips for other projects, while Vika edits heavy graphics. Obviously, the laptop's built-in hardware won't do. And this is where the XG Mobile GPU takes the spotlight. It brings either an RTX 3070 or an RTX 3080 graphics into play, which significantly boosts performance for rendering heavy graphics work or resource-heavy games. And the fact that you could bring the eGPU out as long as you have a power outlet to connect to, it's like bringing a CPU to a coffee shop. And the fact that it uses an exclusive interface means it allows more data to be transferred between the two devices than the usual cables other eGPUs come with. Now I want to talk about having this external eGPU from my own point of view as a content creator and someone who shoots both indoors and outdoors and edits them all after, plus of course with gaming on the side. If you want benchmarks, because some are actually looking for those, you may check out other websites which have data down to specific numbers. There's unbox.ph and Gadget Pilipinas to name a few, so you guys could check them out. So yeah, with our workflow, the Flow X13 became a reliable companion, especially during outdoor shoots, as we could easily back up and preview files right after shooting, as well as do quick edits during downtimes. And as soon as we get back home and after disinfecting our devices, I boot up the laptop, connect it to the display dock, and it's instantly ready for even editing 4K raw footage and doing heavy motion graphics on After Effects. This combination of hardware made editing and rendering those tasks seem so easy, and it definitely saves you time versus having to wait long loading times or experiencing crashes midway. Editors and content creators, you know what I'm talking about. And when I'm done working or taking a break, Vika and I would be playing games. And gaming on the Flow X13 with its XG Mobile, it's just a really smooth and enjoyable experience. Achieving steady 60 FPS on most games is easy for this setup. Of course, it has its armory crate where you can change the display's picture modes, personalize your peripherals, and adjust system settings to limit or push the internals. We tried giving the GPU heavy loads and powered its fans all the way up, and temperatures were between 74 and 84 degrees Celsius. The rise in temperature, although still not too hot, is most likely due to its shell form factor with these small vents to move air in and out. The Flow X13 comes with a 62 watt-hour battery. Using it for editing videos, web browsing, and streaming online videos in between, it was able to last for 5 hours and 13 minutes before we needed to plug it again. Just right for accomplishing quick tasks on the go. Although this should matter only if you're using the laptop on the go, since having it connected to the eGPU also charges its battery. And for the most times that I've used it, it was plugged into the eGPU for rendering power ready at my disposal. And as always, in our reviews, The Modern Creatures aims to find special features in devices that would make them worth having. Something that would make a certain product stand out from its competition. And for this setup, it would definitely have to be the XG Mobile GPU that delivers desktop-level performance on a compact form factor. It's better than others in its class in the way that it uses a more capable interface to be able to deliver data faster and avoid bottlenecking. And once you have the Flow X13 and XG Mobile working together, the setup can handle almost anything you throw at it. But of course, a unique and powerful offering such as this one comes at a price, and a steep one at that. The ROG Flow X13 alone starts at 89,995 pesos, and with the data that ASUS sent us, it seems like there will be no Full HD model for the Philippines. Meanwhile, the XG Mobile starts at 69,995 pesos for the RTX 3070. Though the full setup comes at a high price tag, we definitely see the appeal of going for this machine for content creators who are always out and about and those who are particular about gaming. With it, you can easily transition from working outdoors to indoors and even switch from work to play in an instant. And that's about it for our ASUS ROG Flow X13 and the XG Mobile GPU. As always, visit our website and follow us on our social media pages for more news, features, and reviews. Once again, that's it for me. I'm Kevin. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.